What's going on, everybody? This is Frank, and today I'm in Chatsworth, Georgia at Davis Cemetery, and we are here to do a little walk around, and I'm going to show y'all some of the old graves here. It's a small cemetery. There's probably about 30 or 32 graves here, I believe. I feel there could be some older graves here, and there's just some stones missing. But it's got a little drive right here that you can park beside the cemetery, and the cemetery is right off Duval Road in Chatsworth, Georgia. And right there is Duval Road in front of us. And you can see across the street there's a carpet mill over there. And a carpet mill right here beside the cemetery. And right there is the sign. There's a lot of traffic on this road. And right here's the little drive. If you don't look for it, you'll miss it. But you can park right up there. And the cemetery is right up here on the hill. It's got trees that goes all around the cemetery. And there's some other folks buried here besides Davis. I'm a Davis, but I don't think I'm kin to anyone in this cemetery. I'm going to double check and make sure. My Davis side of the family came from North Carolina, but I'm going to double check and make sure. You never know, there's a possibility I could be kin to someone here. But we'll start right over here. Try to keep my shadow out of it. Right here is Lloyd Glenn Beaver, Private U.S. Army, Korea, 1927, passed away in 1986. Thank you for your service, sir. There's a lot of big trucks on this road. There's a lot of carpet mills around this area. So I'll just talk loud, maybe you can hear me. This is Barney W. Jackson Sr., husband of Colleen Souther, 1930 to 1998. And they're also still burying folks here. There's some markers around where folks are going to be buried. And I believe there's one right over here amongst these trees. And they just buried someone not too long ago. I don't like showing folks that's just been buried, but over in that direction you can see a new grave. And right here is Tom Anderson Beaver. He was born in 1892 and passed away in 1964. And he's buried beside his wife, Clara D. Beaver, 1900 to 1983. And Tom was in World War I. Thank you for your service, sir. Tom Anderson Beaver, Tennessee, Wagoneer, 105th Trench Mortar Battery, World War I, 1892 to 1964. And he was a wagoneer, and they rode the wagon and hauled food and ammunition and different goods to the front line. And right over there is the Davis family. There's a grave right under that, right there that they have built. I feel there's possibly two graves there, and there's a stone missing. I could be wrong, but that's what I feel. I feel there's two graves there, just by looking at the ground. But that right there is the grave of Nancy Elizabeth. Her maiden name was Cheek, C-H-E-E-K, I believe I pronounced that right, Davis. She was born in 1828 and passed away in 1883. She was 55. And online it says, a member of the Baptist Church for 39 years. And I feel there's another grave right there, and there's just a stone missing. But she's buried right here beside her husband, and amongst this bush right here, I'm going to come over here and trim this bush. But I have a picture of the stone when you can see the writing and everything on it that I'm going to drop in, and I have a picture of him that I'm going to drop in as well. His name was Isaac Davis Sr. Get back here and see the back of this stone. 1821 to 1890. He was 68 when he passed away. And online it says they had four kids, and 3 of their kids are buried here. I'm going to show you their kids right now. Here's their daughter, Nancy Alberta Davis, and on her stone it's just got November 1st, 1908. Online it says that she was born in 1862 and passed away in 1908, and she was 46 years old. And she's buried right here under this tree. And right over here they have a son, John L. Davis, 1860 to 1891. He was 30 or 31 when he passed away. And then they have another son that's buried around here, right here. Thomas B. Davis, 1856 to 1916. He was 60 years old when he passed away. And he is buried beside his wife. Laura Josephine Moreland was her maiden name, Davis. 1868 to 1940. She was 71 when she passed away. And Isaac and Nancy had another son, Spencer S. Davis. He was born in 1867 and passed away in 1914. He was 47 when he passed away, and he is buried at Eton Cemetery. I'm going to put a little video together of the Davis family right here. I'll probably get it together hopefully by next week. Those videos right there take a little time when I research all the information and look for the pictures and stuff that I can find. So I'm going to put something together. But right here beside Thomas and Laura is their son. This is Nancy and Isaac's grandson. And his name was William S.B. Davis, born in 1886 and passed away in 1891. He was 4 years old when he passed away. And the top right there says something. I can't really tell what it says, but maybe after I upload this video it'll show up. And it says father and mother. And that's Thomas B. Davis and Laura Davis. And right over here, Isaac and Nancy had another granddaughter. And this was John L. Davis and Aries' daughter, Nancy Elizabeth, daughter of John L. and Ari Davis, 1888 to 1889. She was 1 year old. And John's wife, Ari, there's not a stone here for her. I feel she could be buried here, and maybe the stone's missing. I'm not sure though. It don't have any information online. And there's a grave right here, but there's no writing on the stone. And there's other Davises right here, and there's a possibility I would say that they're probably kin to them, but online it don't have any information. Right here is I.H. Davis. That could be Isaac, 1865 to 1902. go ahead and show you right here. Chadwick infant, direct by Clara Beaver, 9 months, 1962. That's what the stone says. Then down here it says baby. Me and Grayson came over here yesterday. Grayson filmed a video yesterday. He's already got it up, I believe. Y'all can check out him at Left in the Past. And I filmed a video yesterday, and I lost half of it somehow, so I had to come back and do another one. A lot of these stones are hard to read, so I'll get close. I meant to bring my flashlight. I got a little LED flashlight that you can shine on the stones, and a lot of it shows up. I keep forgetting it. I'm gonna have to put it in my truck and leave it. But hopefully you can read it after I get it uploaded. E. Parks Adam, 1888 to 1964, and B. May D. Adams, 1889 to 1988. Right here is Edmondson, Charlie R. 1905 to 1973, and Margie D. 1910 to 2004. I can see, it looks like, let's see, 1931 to 1931, April 2nd to April 4th. So Walter, he was 2 days old. And I can't read the bottom. Hopefully it'll show up better. Usually I can see it through the phone, but the sun's shining on the phone. So Walter Jr. And let's see, they were engraved right over here. Charles Michael, 1952 to 2007. I won't read his wife's name. She's not passed away yet. And this is Tommy F. Davis and Willie Mae Davis, 1922 to 1981 and 1920 to 2017. And he was in World War I. Thank you for your service, sir. Terry L. Davis, 1963 to 2019. Thelma Davis, 1922 to 2011. And E.P. Davis, 1926 to 2011. Right here is Polly K. Davis, 1976 to 2011. And this is her mother right here, Rebecca B. Davis. I know she was a Bartley before she married, so there's a possibility that I'm kin to her. my mom's side is Bartley's and Ellis. I'll have to do some research. So I don't think I'm kin to any of the Davises here, but there's a possibility I could be kin to her because of Bartley. Rebecca B. Davis, 1952 to 2018. And then her husband, Polly's dad, Edward P. Davis, 1952 to 2013. The sun's shining on the phone, so hopefully I'm showing everything all right. And there's other markers here, so there's other Davises that will be buried here. And I'll show you back here. The cemetery goes, they've got it all fenced in. They got a line of trees. I guess just blocking, you know, they got the trees here just blocking the carpet, because it's just all carpet mills around here. And I actually used to work at this plant years ago, and I remember I worked in the department back here, the shipping department, and I could look out the window and see the cemetery. But I was going to show y'all back there. There's an area back there. I don't know if they're going to, I don't know if this is, I'm sure it's part of the cemetery, it's fenced in, but I don't know if they're going to bury folks back here or what. But they got a, known that way is the little drive right down there where I parked. But there's no graves back here unless there's markers missing. I was going to try to find out some information on this cemetery. See if they're, I mean, I know there's lots already sold because there's markers. I was going to see if there's any more lots that's here that's for sale, or how it works, because every cemetery is different. And I got something, let's see. I wrote some things down so I wouldn't forget. But right down here in this area here, online, there used to be another grave. And what I could tell online, they got an up-close picture of the tombstone. Her name was Rebecca Clark Forrester. She was born in 1971 and passed away in 2005, I believe. She was 34 years old. She was born in Kansas, and then I believe she moved to Dalton, and then she moved to North Carolina. And online, it shows her grave to be about right in this area. I guess where that, right there, where that indention's at in the ground, is what I was thinking, because you can actually see the dock doors over there and trucks backed up to them. They was up close taking a picture of the tombstone, and that's what you could see in the background. So I don't know if she's been moved or what. That's what I'm thinking. That possibility she maybe was moved and buried in North Carolina. I don't know, but I'm gonna, at the end of this video, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a picture in of her stone, and then in the background you'll be able to see those trucks and dock doors the same way that you see now. That's how it was back when the picture was took. You can see trucks lined up there, and I'm pretty sure that's where that her grave was. So I don't know if her tombstone's gone and she's still there, or if, I would say they maybe possibly moved her somewhere. So I don't know if she was moved to Kansas, Dalton, or North Carolina, because online it said that she was born in Kansas, and then she was lived in Dalton for some time, then moved to North Carolina. So, and they got a little write-up about her. So I'm going to add a picture of her tombstone, a picture of the little write-up. That way you can pause it on it and read that. And I'll do a drop-in also. I'll drop the pictures in on this video, but at the end I'm going to have a bigger picture up so y'all can see that. I'm still working on the editing and stuff, learning things. I've learned a few more things over the past few days, so hopefully my videos will start getting better. It just takes time. And I'm also coming up with another video, and I'm going to show y'all the graves of all the family of the Davis area right here, Nancy and Isaac's family. And I believe I got a picture of, it was either her dad or his dad, I can't remember, but I'm going to make a separate picture video of that Davis family. And I'm going to go and track down the other graves that's around this area, and then the ones that's not of this area, I'll just put a picture and tell you, show you where they're buried. But I just wanted to come over here and show y'all this graveyard. I've only been over here yesterday and today is my first time. I have passed this cemetery a lot, and like I said, when I used to work next door over there, I used to see it. I don't know why I hadn't ever come over here and visited. But I'm going to come back and clean this up right here so you can see Isaac's tombstone. It does have writing, but it is hard to see. But I'm going to put a picture. I have a picture that I got online of him and his tombstone when you could actually see it. And I'm going to do more research and see if I can find John Davis's wife, Ari. I would say there's a possibility she might be buried here and her stone's just missing. But I want to thank y'all for watching. God bless.